everyone, good evening, and welcome to another Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Game of the Year edition video. And it's pretty intriguing because we will continue in the painted world of Von Everec and his wife, the scenes of marriage. It is the final quest given by Von Everec of Old Green, Von Everec, for Geralt. But it is all connected to Odin, the demon. I do not know who can be incredibly powerful Jin, but he's probably a demon. He will be considered as not only demigod but god for an ordinary humans. He can do whatever he wants, and most often toys with others, because his only weakness is so-called code. He is, let us say, Bard obeys and shows loyalty and respect to his opponents, everyone, as long as they play according to the rules. You can only beat him in his own game, which happened with Geralt. He is not a simple being. He wants to complicate things. He seeks. He wishes to test the limits of particular individuals, how far they can go, what kind of risks they will take, and for him, humanity is nothing. He truly wanted. He has a free will.
Oh, so dreamy. Penny for your thoughts. Let me guess.
Succubus twins. Succubus twins.
No, I was thinking about how anything can look interesting when properly lit.
Even an old necrophage corpse?
You've not an ounce of refinement in you, have you?
Okay. No. Let's go. Scenes for a marriage. Right, let us load the save game. We have to rebuild the memory. It is a memory. And the quest related to the Hearts and Stone expansion is one of the most captivating, lore insightful, mesmerizing horror drama tale you will ever experience in the virtual world. For Witcher 3 has these geniuses in the Red Project have done, I personally consider, nigh impossible. When you put everything into the account and present, when you have a team that knows each other perfectly, understands each other, they are building it in such passion, love, and harmony. You end with an absolute masterpiece, revolutionary. These are teams that are attacking me. Okay, we have to put something.
Painting palette.
Painting palettes.
Probably not right. Iris was painting the manor.
Everything tracked.
Perfect match.
Perfect match.
Pieces of tableware for an afternoon tea or breakfast. Probably not right. The spirit from the steppe. Read often, well worn. Probably not right. Perfect match.
Yeah, that's the first memory. They will now, boom. They will become love.
We should get a dog.
A dog?
Or a dog and a cat. Even better. When the rain comes, the dog will warm my feet and the cat will play with a ball of yarn by the fire. What do you think? Are you even listening?
Apologies, dear. Had my mind on my book.
Is it that terribly absorbing?
Yes, terribly. Know what? Let's go inside.
Why? It's lovely out here. The birds singing, the bees buzzing. Blissful, really.
Sorry, dear. I feel unwell. I'll go in. You stay a while longer.
Fuck it again.
Another memory.
The memory's blurred.
You must search for a way to restore it. Complete it.
Added decorations for a special occasion. Wine cup, just like the one Olgier's holding. Perfect match.
Your health, my dear wife.
And yours, my husband.
In my land, custom calls that newlyweds be greeted with bread and salt. But we're
My
alone
love,
now.
custom calls.
I need none but you.
Yeah, this
Oh,
one.
if only this moment
No,
could
it
last
can't.
forever.
I shall see what I can do. But come in and see our home.
Gladly, but I know this sounds silly, yet the house has sat empty for so long and I'm...
Afraid of spiders? I know. I swept them all up and tossed them in the garden.
My knight, you've seen to everything.
God damn it all. Medallion's humming.
They're going song. Won't take long. Oh, look at that.
A wraith?
Worse.
No. A nightmare.
A fear crystallized, one you must now face.
Oh. Must enter. Must leave.
Another dream of the past. But this one's incomplete too.
Yeah, but
Just a little different than the painting.
goblet that. Well, look at that. That reminds me. Is that me here? Gotta be. 1, 2. One more. 1, 2.
These were lit in the painting, but that's not all.
Wait. Okay, these must mean not to be ignited. The lead third one must not be.
Seen this hairbrush. It was in bad shape in the real world. Silver thread, pearls. It all must have cost a fortune. A lavish feast, trying to impress the guests.
Gotta extinguish the last one. Yeah, and to find the appropriate items.
Castel Ravello,
To
a Toussaint wine. Expensive.
was even before the sun was. Made a mistake. It's a loser. No, made a mistake there.
My darling, is everything all right? You seem pale, out of sorts.
Everything's fine, really. But why don't you tell me how you fare? I'm ever so happy to see you. Except, why didn't Grandmama and Grandpapa come?
It's a long, rugged journey. Muddy.
They still refuse to meet me. Is that it? And what's this?
We brought some of Iris's things. Her favorite brush, her cherished doll, and this for you.
Banknotes.
We paid off your debts, bought them out, to avoid bringing shame to the family.
So nice of Mama and Papa to remember me.
Olgierd. Now you see his true nature? I warned you before the wedding. A ruffian and a boor who keeps the company of bandits. Are you not afraid to live under one roof with that rabble?
So let's follow him. Don't like this place.
Jigsaw.
The bedchamber. Towel stained with blood. The nightshirt. Never worn, I think. Bloodstains. Someone washed their hands, then wiped them dry on that towel.
What time is it?
It's late. Sleep.
Oh,
Up
look
all
at
night
those
in your
dogs.
study again, I see.
Oh,
What have you got on your hands?
Nothing. Got a bit dirty, that's it.
Is that blood? Have you hurt yourself?
Ink stains. I was writing letters. I shall go to Oxford very soon. Perhaps you'd come with me.
Oh, that's a marvellous idea. A trip would do us both so much good.
Then it's decided. Now, time for bed. I'm exhausted.
I shan't fall asleep now. It's out of the question. Come, I shall finish your portrait.
Another blurred memory. someone just rinsed it.
They must be look the same. Grapes, apple, mug, goblet.
She painted Olgierd, but the details are off. Living Tableau's missing something. Living Tableau's gotta look... Fits, I think. Still not right.
Yeah, but there's also light. There isn't. Apples are to the right, goblet is in the center. Need to find.
Goblet, like the one in the painting. Living Tableau. Here. Still not right.
What the f... Goblet is on the... Apples are on the right.
Living Tableau. This. Maybe I'm this. Finally, just like the picture.
Smile a bit wider.
Like this?
You were meant to smile, not bare your teeth. No, still wrong. Smile like you did when Papa agreed we could marry. Please? You're useless. I can tell something's bothering you.
I've a bit of work I should see to.
Again. Olgierd, we agreed not to keep any secrets from one another. We promised.
Forgive me. I don't wish to discuss this.
Olgierd. Olgierd.
How you like that silver?
Master von Everett's study. Here he immersed himself in the arcane arts.
Blood pacts, or on foreign presences. A tome about parleying with demons. The Gates of Mystery, Between Worlds, the library of an occultist. Blood? For some kind of magic, I bet. Manor was depressingly gloomy in the winter. Pentagrams here to bind summoned beings. Lines aren't all clear, though. Need chalk to fix them, then I can set out the candles. Black magic. That should do it. How about...
Come back! We must talk!
Go away. I wish to be alone.
Not this time! Come out at once!
Leave me be. I merely want to work in peace. Odiano fails. Soba camisa iada. Soba camisa e barasas. What other spell must I use, damn it? I've tried them all. I wish to end our pact. I summon thee! Damn it! Fire! In here, quickly! The flames! Douse the flames!
I did not expect that.
Damn, smack in the middle of a raging blizzard. Gotta find shelter, get inside. You didn't let them in. They froze to death. Olgir, Iris, your father. Drained to the last drop. A knife covered in blood. Guess Olgir got the scars on his shoulders that winter. Beer tankard, but there was vodka in it. A marriage contract between Iris and
Prior
Olgir.
pit of agreement. We, the undersigned, Iris Village and Aldred von Everett agreed to see our love in a martial contract and bind ourselves to certain covenants, which are treated in English.
Not quite. Memory's still incomplete. So that's how he whiled away the long winter evenings.
Furthermore, it is agreed that Iris shall be accorded the respect she is owed, that you shall heed her counsel and requests, and...
Get to the point, Father. My patience runs thin.
Gladly. On Iris's request, I declare this marriage null and void.
You vowed to remain with me till death do us part.
And I've held to my vow. The Olgird I married is no more.
Breaking a word once given does not come that easy. Believe me, you shall stay here forever.
Enough! You will not command us. You will...
Father! Father! No!
Servants, take this carcass and feed it to the beasts.
The fucking beast. Roll.
What? Lost your nerve?
Then Von Everett ceased to be human.
Though he still loved his wife.
No, he merely remembered that he should love her.
Let's go upstairs.
I remember. We spent much time together here, the three of us.
In silence.
We'll take our places, the same as then.
You do the rest.
A large clay bowl. Small bowl. For soup maybe. Oh, scratches. This was yours. Single place setting. No others on the table. Perfect match. You actually ate from these bowls?
Of course not. I already told you, we're not animals.
But the caretaker would set them out all the same, as ordered.
Another monstrosity. I begged you to stop this. Those two are too many as it is.
The dog and cat keep you company. This one will protect you. Care for the house, no matter what happens.
Before, I wished to know what was going on in that head of yours. I thought perhaps I could... Now, I care not the slightest what you think or...
I feel nothing.
Just as I no longer know if I still hate you. Go, Olgierd. I want you out of my sight.
Olgierd von Everec failed to understand we'd never be able to replace him.
His spectre now casts a shadow over Lady Iris's every remembrance. We're almost at our journey's end.
What's there?
Iris von Everec's greatest fear.
My dearest wife, letters from Olgierd to Iris, where I only as skilled with words as I am with my blade, especially now, when an icy void grips my heart. I see how you look at me, and I see you with her. I cannot help you, but I believe I can cease harming you. This letter and this rose are my farewell. May you live in health, and remember but the good times, Olgierd.
You're not him.
Wait, I want to talk.
Not here. Not in this place.
I'm sorry. I mistook you for another.
For Olgierd?
I thought he'd returned. To me.
What are you? A ghost? An illusion?
I am sadness.
Saw you before, but you weren't yourself. And I saw you again in your memory.
We've met. I had bad... On the day we saw one another for the last time. I lay there for days, staring at it, until at last it crumbled into dust, as did I soon after.
So, the rose is gone?
Not from this world. Look, you buried my body and the flowers bloomed once more. And I was held in a deep, dark sleep. Only now have I awoken, just like my beautiful rose. When you placed the painting on my grave, I remembered the day of my marriage. Tell me, how is Olgierd? How...
Shouldn't worry about him at all. He's no longer the man you loved.
So his heart remains hardened. And did...
Not much, but I didn't ask about you.
The rose?
Got a feeling the rose...
I remember so little. The world around me turns real.
Friend once told me about a case like this. Could be strong emotions that bind you to the rose. Feelings we witches call pins. They're what keeps you in this world.
Like an insect pinned in a collection.
Need to be honest, if I take the rose, you might cease to exist, as might the world you built around you.
And what will happen then? Shall I be free of the suffering, the sadness? Is it the void that awaits?
I don't know.
I don't wish to suffer any longer, but I fear there will be cold and darkness until there is nothing at all.
I can't take the rose.
Is it not what you came for?
Can't force Iris into oblivion. She thinks and feels still, and she's no danger to anyone.
Look at her. Look at her world. She's doomed to relive the painful...
What should I do?
I do not know what I'm so very...
I need the rose. Will you give it to me?
It's so fragile. Look, the petal edges have turned crimson, as they were on the day I received it. The one thing missing is the single drop of dew which slid down the leaf when I took the rose in hand. Or was it blood? Because I pricked my finger? I can't remember. You know, I never did read the letter from Olgierd. I didn't have to. And I needn't have kept the flower he left me. I've come to a decision. I shall give you the rose.
Our service thus ends. Thank you, stranger, for freeing us.
Before we go, some advice. Beware of the one called the Man of Glass. Stand in his way, and you'll meet a fate worse than death. Seek salvation in glass that can't be broken.
Glass that can't be broken?
So long.
I'll remember you, Iris von Everec.
That no longer matters. Farewell.
"2 points, and be quick about it."
Oh, please, good sir, a bit of courtesy.
So I look up, and Bob's your uncle. He downs half the barrel in one draught.
Geralt! Over here! Oi, waiter looks. Use the look of a man who knows how to drink.
Thanks. Some other time.
Here now. Don't make me beg. More treat.
Show off.
Of course I am. Wouldn't you be? Time's a marvellous plaything.
And a great spice to use in gingerbread.
So, you work. Indeed, occasionally I find time manipulation irresistible. Controlling it offers so many appetites. Like spiking the soup of unsavory individuals with appropriately ghastly things.
Who are you really?
Gaunter O'Din.
Not what I'm asking.
Ah, so you'd rather know what it is I do. In brief, I give folk what they ask for. You might say, I simply grant their wishes.
And drop them in a world of...
No, not I. That would be their poorly formulated wishes. I'm no cheat. I give folk what they want, nothing more. That the oft-desired unworthy things, that is entirely the fault of their rotten natures.
You're not human, that's clear. So what are you? A demon? A djinn?
Do you really wish to know?
Yes.
No, Geralt. You don't. This one time I shall spare you, and not grant your wish. All who have learned my true name are now either dead or have met an even worse fate. Yet I still need you.
You actually control time, or is this just some conjurer's trick?
What difference does it make?
A big one.
Let us say time has always fascinated me, so I taught myself how best to use it.
Why time, of all things?
Geralt, there are 4 dimensions. Length, width, height, and time. What would you have me fall in love with? Width? Come now.
So,
I wanted to congratulate you. You acquitted yourself splendidly with Olgierd. In fact, you've almost satisfied your debt.
was supposed to fulfill his 3 wishes. Did just that. This is where you remove the brand, 'cause we're even.
Nearly. To fulfill the terms of the contract to the letter, you must do one more thing. Draw Olgierd to the Temple of Lilvani.
We never discussed that.
Oh, but we did. As a man of the world, you should know that every contract contains a catch or two. Small print, which this applies to oral contracts as well. Recall that I said, and I quote, "I believe, however, that all will end well, and once it does, we 3 shall meet and thank one another for the voyage we shared." End quote.
Yeah, I remember.
Fulfill your end of the bargain, and I will remove the brand. That was the last time you interrupted me while I was talking to someone.
What the devil? Why is there a fly in my soup? I was waiting. I had an eye out for you. Didn't see you come in. How is it you're here?
I'm a witcher. Superhuman quickness, just one of my many qualities.
You tossed this fly in my soup?
No. Now listen carefully. Tell your Ataman to come to the Temple of Lilvani. It's south of here. Entrance is inside a cave.
What's the commotion?
Lilvani's temple, got it?
Aye, got it. Hold there! Your friend, the medic, she were here. Ask that you look in on her.
Thanks.
Did you see? My valor stands on 3 dead. Good food, good drink, and good food. Ah! Fainted? He's so...
Witchery, yes.
Shani?
Oh, Geralt. Good thing you're here.
What happened? Somebody break in?
This? No. Just getting ready to move.
What? When? Where to?
Not what I wanted to talk to you about. Or at least not only, but... I'm leaving, Geralt. The Eastern Front beckons. I'm Kedwen bound.
Never mentioned you'd be moving. Any intention to either.
I didn't know I would be. Found out this morning. 2 soldiers came to my door, said Redania needs me again.
couldn't turn him down? Just say no?
Perhaps I could have. But I didn't want to. Treating the ill and...
Can't you reconsider instead?
Geralt, what for? The wedding, the time we spent together, it was nice. But you have your life and I have mine. This doesn't make sense long term. You know that as well as I do.
Well, you take care of yourself.
You too, Geralt.
So, learn anything about Olgierd?
Well, I abandoned the books quickly. Decided that if I was going to learn the truth, I'd need to find someone who knows him.
Find anyone?
Turned out I didn't need to look far. A colleague at the Academy, an assistant to Professor Paramathine Shakeslock, claims Olgierd von... Apparently, Olgierd asked the professor to do some research.
The professor?
Here in Oxenfurt. Cloistered inside...
Mage hunters at the door.
I can't say, really. Some of the fact... The assistant, on the other hand, insists the professor wants him there to protect him. I don't know what...
What's your guess?
He's certainly useful to them. A specialist in black magic and the occult? Must be a trove of... If he's really gone off his nutter, I wouldn't be surprised to see them...
Need to talk to the...
We'll go together. Verdania...
Guards have never stopped me.
Wound these, and I'll have to patch them up. Besides, we might run into a... What do you want, Geralt?
So how are things at the Academy these days?
You mean since Radway shut it down?
I mean, is it well guarded?
Might be all it is. Many of the faculty fled to the far north. The braver ones stayed, but assumed the guises of tailors and laundresses. Why?
Just curious. Scholars seem to have adopted mage tactics. They in the same bind?
To Radovid, there's little difference between the two.
Seems to tolerate you well enough.
Because he needs me. For now.
So the Eastern Front, and then?
Depends where they send me.
Wherever it is, take care of yourself.
Always do. So don't worry.
Halt! By order of King Radovid, no one's allowed inside the Academy.
Not even lecturers?
No one means no one.
See, you've become quite the stickler, Norbert. You were much kinder when I was patching you up. By the way, how's your knee?
Fine. Dandy. As if no arrow ever struck it.
Consider yourself a lucky man. Because if I'd not decided to operate, you'd be a cripple to the end of your days.
Bruno? Eh? Maybe we ought to let her in. She's a decent lass. Not like to steal nothing.
All right. You're alone, which will draw too much attention. I'd rather not get shite from the captain on his account.
Here's what we'll do. I'll go in, then help you sneak in around the back.
How?
Don't know, but I'll figure something out.
Agreed.
All right. Geralt! Psst! Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Grab the line!
Where'd you get the rope?
Look, but we've done well. Professor Shakeslock's house is at the end of this street. Witch hunters guard the door. Doubt I'll be able to sweet-talk them.
Been a huge help already.
It was nothing. Really. You'd have done the same for me. If you wish to see me again before I go...
All right.
You cockeyed cunt! Get him from both sides! What a flying book is this? It's true! Yeah. Get it! Shit yourself out to fear!
Locked tight. Need another way in. You leave a window open, maybe? Silver Laman. Don't know the sigil. Been used in ages, looks like. Shattered mirror. No sign of impact. Probably not an accident. Shattered by a sound, maybe. Someone look in it and scream. Julian Alboco's Lesser Key. Tomes about demons. Dusty as they come.
Franco? Is that you? Leave the bedpan in the usual spot. And take the platter. I shan't be eating today.
Professor Shakeslock?
Who the blazes? How'd you get in? Get out. I know nothing. Don't wish to know anything. Understand? No, out!
Not gonna hurt you.
That demon sent you. I'm sure of it.
What demon?
Feigned ignorance. Please, you know. Gaunter Odin. Evil incarnate.
He didn't send me, but he is why I'm here. I'm a witcher.
A mutant. Yeah. Could be.
Why are there guards outside your door? You a prisoner?
Protective custody. That's the phrase. Protective. When I cannot decide my own fate, cannot breathe without their permission.
What do they want from you?
You may not be aware, but I'm one of the foremost experts on the occult. Living experts, that is. My mentor was the outstanding Professor Lionel Van...
And you're cooperating with the witch hunters now?
Cooperating? As if I had a choice. They're ignorant. But...
Came here because I need information.
A witcher. Then it follows I needn't fear. I'm hardly a post-conjunction creature.
What did Olgierd von Everett?
I curse the day I first set eyes upon the man. He appeared at my doorstep one day, offering a sack of gold were I only to find out who Gaunter Odin is and how to get rid of him. I agreed. Such matters are my speciality. And I needed a coin. I pored over countless tomes, delved into obscure incidents and analysed folk legends. I went so far as to travel to Nilfgaard, the library there, where at last I hit upon the mysterious entity's trail. There are records of encounters dating back thousands of years in many cultures under many names, but always as evil incarnate. In this land we call him Gaunter O'Dim, at times Master Mirror or the Man of Glass. In deciphering the ancient scrawlings I went blind, yet I learned a great deal. For example, that he plays with his victims and thrives on pacts above all else. Seemingly harmless contracts which drive their parties to madness.
Know anything else about the man?
Gaunter O'Dim is no man. He is evil. Evil which assumes various forms. Forget about him or die.
You're alive.
Alive? Yet I live in constant fear, born of what I've learned about him.
What's with the surroundings? These runes, what do they mean?
They protect me. Here, evil cannot touch me.
How do you know?
Told me himself. Paid me a visit once. Fascinating meeting that was. I was blind already, but saw him clearly. He smiled at me. Said he was honoured I'd taken such an interest in him. He wished to thank me and explained he'd taken a similar interest in me. He drew the circle and said I'd be safe within it. His way of repaying me, you see.
Ever tried to leave it?
If you'd heard how he said it, you'd be as certain as I am what leaving would bring.
Olgierd signed one of these.
Brilliant deduction. But have you guessed why? You must know that he came from a wealthy, influential line. He must have, if the family of his betrothed accepted him. Yet did you know his fortune soured? He himself became an outcast, impoverished. Iris's family. Olgierd wished to elope. The further away, the...
Quite the predicament.
Indeed. Their luck turned yet darker when a wandering witch mentioned a solution. A man who would grant any wish. His name, Master Mirror. The rest follows naturally. Olgierd and O'Dim. A meeting at a crossroads. A wish. A pact signed in blood. And a price to be paid. Olgierd was to sacrifice one he loved. O'Dim delights in difficult choices. He knew Olgierd loved two in this world. His betrothed and his brother, Vladimir. Olgierd chose, and soon thereafter married his beloved Iris, his fortune restored.
So did Olgierd kill his own brother?
No. Deduce, Witcher. O'Dim acts directly or indirectly. Olgierd merely signed the blood letter. The next day, his brother was dead.
Why was Olgierd out to get rid of O'Dim? He'd gotten what he wanted.
Had he? His heart had turned cold as ice. His feelings for his wife, for whom he'd sacrificed his brother, had withered. He'd lost all he loved. Had he wanted any of this? No. O'Dim grants what you wish, not what you want. All who sign a pact learn the difference and die by it.
All? No way to get rid of him?
Kill him, you mean? Kill evil? No. Yet the annals tell of a man who dissolved his pact by defeating O'Dim at his own game.
Meaning?
O'Dim wields contracts, word traps, duels of wits. Challenge him to such a duel. He'll agree, and can be beaten. But remember, there is only ever one stake. The sole thing he truly desires. Human souls.
O'Dim left a mark on my face. Any way to get it off?
A mark? No mention in the tomes. Strange. Unless... Oh,
If I challenge him, end the pact that way, will it go away?
that I do not know. The one man who succeeded bore no mark.
Thanks. Helped me a lot.
Good. Very good. Oh, to feel useful after so many years locked up, living in fear. Why, it's pleasance itself.
Honouring the fatherland.
Yes, Geralt.
Gotta say, wedding was a great idea. Rarely have a chance to rest, get away from it all. Did me good to do just...
I'm a medic. I tend to know what I'm...
Hope Vladimir's antics weren't too annoying.
Peculiar man. Ghost, true. But I found him... likable. Wager he was a real hoot when he was alive.
Said you needed to think things over.
Yes. I decided you're incredibly sweet, but...
But we're better off keeping things as they were.
Mm-hmm. You're always going places, and they're likely to ship me off soon. Besides, we tried once, and you know how that worked out.
You're right. But promise to share a bottle of wine with me from time to time.
Of course.
You know, been wanting to ask you something.
Ask me now.
Just curious.
Oh, Geralt. Geralt. Come on. You lost. My, you actually stink at this. Worse than an enema tube, in fact.
Need to demand satisfaction for that insult. What? See you later.
Crawl back under your rock.
Whoa there, Roach.
Shit! Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Fucking annoying. What the fuck?
Strange choice of locale. Guessing there's a reason for it.
wasn't me who chose it.
I assumed so. But since we're here, I believe you have something for me.
Fulfilled the third wish.
How do I know this to be the rose? Very well might have picked this up at the Oxenfurt market an hour ago.
Look closely at it. Got it from Iris. It was the last thing that bound her to this world.
What?
Decided she'd treat you like you once treated her. The rose is a symbol of your parting, and a punishment.
I suppose I deserve that. Iris, what a mess we made of it all. If I'd only known then how it would end. What's happening? I feel as though a hot iron's pierced my chest.
Sorry to have kept you waiting. So glad to see everyone's moved. How do you feel, Von Everett? A little less troubled? Lighter in the heart?
Odin, what do you want?
What do you mean, what? Your soul.
You forget. The pact states you can take it only once you've fulfilled 3 wishes
And we stand together on the moon. Well, what do you know?
What? No. We had a pact. The moon is there. There! Not here.
I gave you what you wished for. Here, on the moon, our contract you fulfilled.
Boss, you cheated me.
I never cheat. It is done. Your soul belongs to me. At last, it's over. We must meet again one day. Business with you is pure pleasure.
Gonna remove the brand?
Right away. Done. Now, tell me what reward you've chosen.
Make me rich.
I want to be rich.
Rich? Truly? Banal. But, all right. I gave my word. You asked, you shall receive. That should do the trick.
What now? Off to find another poor fool?
Haven't decided yet. But I do know if I ever have trouble collecting a debt, I shall turn to a witcher. Now, tell me what reward you've chosen.
Tell me where to find Ciri, my
adopted daughter. I know. Sadly, I can't be of service.
Why not?
There are certain things even I cannot meddle with. Ciri is hidden from my gaze. She's beyond my reach. But finding her's not what should concern you most. Because you will. I'm certain of it.
So what should?
A great danger lies in wait. If you wish, I can tell you how you might evade it. Unless you'd prefer to ask for something else.
You know who Ciri is, so you know how much she means to me. Of course I want to keep her from any danger.
Then there's a few things you must remember. There will come a time when she will come to you defeated, resigned. Find a way to make her laugh. There will come a time when one will betray her. Let her vent her rage. There will come a time when she will grieve for a friend. Grieve with her. There will come a time when fear will engulf her. Instill courage of her. Ever. Let her feel as if...
What now? Off to find another poor fool?
Haven't decided yet. But I do know if I ever have trouble collecting a debt, I shall turn to a witcher.
Begone, you've lost.
Wished to win back. Even when I'd lost all else, it remained at my side. Means a great...